Okay, if 3 students can read 8 books in 2 weeks, so we have to actually assess the situation. Okay, what's happening here? We have students that are reading books, right? And we're also given a relationship with time. So let's fix this. So let's fix the time. If you had more students, would you be able to read more books or less books? Clearly more books, so it's directly proportional. Now this time, students versus time. If you had fixed number of books, so fix this. If you have more students, would it take longer or less time to read the same number of books? And clearly it's less time, so it's inversely proportional. This translates into, students, so I'm going to say S is equal to some constant times books, and here S is equal to some another constant over time. So if you were to isolate the constant here, we get S over B is equal to K1. Here we get S times by T is equal to K2. Okay. If you combine these two, you get this. ST over B is equal to some constant. Okay. We can confirm this as well, and you have to understand that this is the same thing as this. In this equation, if I were to fix time, if I were to increase the number of students and to make this equation equal, right, doesn't change, would I have to increase the number of books or decrease the number of books? If the numerator increases, the denominator also has to increase, so the fraction stays the same, right? So I've maintained a direct proportion relationship between students and books. So let's use that. It says here 3 students, 8 books, and you can do that in 2 weeks. So we found our K. K is going to be, let's reduce that. K is equal to 3 over 4. Okay, let's continue up here. So what we can say now is students times by time over number of books. We'll always maintain the ratio of 3 over 4. And the second part, how many students are needed? So this is what we need to find. So students, we have 24 books, and time is 3 weeks. Okay, so that means, let's reduce. You get students over 8 is equal to 3 over 4. Let's multiply both sides by 8, and you get 3 over 4 times by 8, reduce, and we get 6 students. Okay, so that's the answer. How many students are needed? Therefore, 6 students are needed.